What's up, everybody? It's your boy Meme here. So for dinner yesterday, we went to this restaurant, but for breakfast this morning, we actually had some leftover fries, and my mom decided to very graciously and nicely make me some fried eggs on top of a bed of chopped up fries, and it was really tasty. It was really good because it was potato and egg, and it was really tasty. And it was the first time she had made something like that, and she just whipped it up, and it was really tasty, and there was some cheese on there. It was really good. She did tell me that the yolk was a little overcooked, and I had it, and it was a little overcooked, but it was fine. The only reason why I'm mentioning it is because my mom mentioned it, and if she had never mentioned it, I wouldn't be mentioning it or have really noticed or cared then, because it's food that I don't have to make. But I did do the dishes, so I cleaned one pan. I did the dishes, right? And then for lunch, I didn't really have anything. I suppose I had some pretzels and some Sabra hummus, but that's it, really. And for dinner, I had, my mom made this Mediterranean meal with a whole bunch of vegetables like zucchini and olives and green peppers. Well, just peppers in general, like bell peppers, and chicken, and it was really tasty. And then, aside from that, all day I've been trying to get this thing working, and I did get it working, and I'm really quickly figuring out if it's something I can show you guys, and I think it is. Hold on. Okay, I think I can show you guys. So I'm locally running this BitTorrent instance on my nav server, and it's really quite cool because one sec. And it's really cool because I'm actually running it as a custom sort of image through something called Gluten. So you can see that not only is BitTorrent running, but Gluten is also running. And Gluten is basically this, I think it's like a Docker-based VPN client. So you can hook up any VPN really through WireGuard, and then make it so then BitTorrent can only access the internet through through Gluten, and it actually works really, really well, and it's really cool. I'm really happy with it. It's really, really cool. It's the first time I've ever used Docker Compose. I've spun up Docker instances before on my NAS server, but I've never done Docker Compose stuff on my NAS server, and it was really, really cool because I had never done that sort of thing before. And it was just a really incredible. I'm really happy about it. It really is simple to just have 2 Docker containers and a Docker Compose file and connect the two. But it was the first time I had ever done something like that, and it just makes me feel so competent because in the past I would try to do things and it would just be pulling teeth. I would get distracted and I'd get frustrated. And I remember when I would say that my least favorite thing in the world is networking. Which is crazy because now I'm pursuing a networking certification. It is still probably my least favorite out of all the sort of big 3 IT certifications, I suppose, just networking stuff. But man, I certainly know how it works. If I ever have to do something having to do with networking on my Minecraft server, I know how to troubleshoot it, I know how to figure it out, and it's really not that much trouble. And it's really incredible that I'm voluntarily doing networking stuff now. That just makes me really, really happy, because, it's sort of when you record yourself playing a video game and you look back at old recordings and you see how much worse you were and how much better you are now. It kind of feels like that now because I just think back at my level of technical expertise in the past, and I think of my level of technical expertise now, and I'm oh my god, I'm so much smarter. And it's crazy because I know I'm going to be thinking that exact same thing about me now in another 3 years, and that's when I get excited. It's really just incredible. It's really great. I'm really happy. I just feel I'm only going to get more competent, and I'm kind of bullish on AI, and I feel with AI it's only gonna make me smarter, and I'm trying to not But anyway, nothing else is really going on, and sorry, something really funny just happened. And yeah, nothing else is really going on. I'm just so happy just how incredible the world is. I'm just so stoked. Bye.